So Stephanie, what are you doing? Are you sitting here trying to figure out how to eat the mustard out of the crab?
So what is happening, everybody? My name is Sam and I am with Outdoors of Maryland. And today we're going to have a little fun with some really nice people out of South Carolina. I really enjoy their YouTube channel. They're called Salty Reflections. I've been watching them for a long time now. But what they do a lot of crabbing. They do fishing. They do a lot of seashelling. They do sailing. They live on the water, and they do a lot of stuff when it comes to being on the water and stuff. And I'm watching one of their videos and I see how they eat their crabs, how they prepare them. And I was like, what? There's something wrong with this picture. So anybody here in Maryland knows how we steam them with the shells on. And down there, let me tell you, they have never eaten crabs like we do here in Maryland. They've never done it. I'm going to show you how they prepare them. I'm going to show you how we prepare them. And we challenge them to eat a crab and steam them and everything like we do in Maryland down there. So they are so funny. What I did was I challenged them, and what I did, everybody would think Old Bay is like this is the most. Everybody uses that to steam their crabs, and that is further from the truth. One of the most used seasonings here in Maryland to steam crabs, and really anything to do with your seafood, is J.O. Seasoning from the J.O. Seasoning Company. We use J.O. #2. That is probably the best. I mean, all the crab houses, anywhere you go in Maryland, almost anybody and almost everybody will tell you they use J.O. Seasoning to steam their crabs up here in Maryland. So I took J.O. #2 and I actually sent it down to Oliver and Stephanie in South Carolina. So they're going to steam them, and they're going to try to eat them like we do. Now J.O. Seasonings, they actually have all kind of stuff, but we actually just got this and it is delicious. This is another garlic, it's a crab seasoning. This is garlic crab seasoning. I think this would actually be really good for the way the guys down in South Carolina eat them. They do J.O. #1. J.O. #1 is most likely a really good, and it would be great for an open face crab. I will definitely put the link to their company down underneath in the description. They have stuff for, like, if you want to make cream of crab soup, if you want to make, sorry, I'm working on my fishing gear, got a bass tournament Sunday, for crab soups, your cream of crab, your regular crab. I mean, they got seasoning for everything, and everything is really good. The J.O. #2 has a really nice spice to it. It's really awesome. All right, so get ready, sit back, and just have some fun. And make sure, if you like this video, you go down and you make sure you subscribe to Salty Reflections channel and my channel. That would be greatly appreciated. And on both, because they're going to take the video and use it on their channel. And here, so make sure you go and just subscribe to them. They are a great, they are really fun, they are really great, and just some honest, nice people. Sit back and watch and have some fun. All right, see ya. Real quick, sorry I had to jump back in here, but when I made my part of the video, I screwed up on the first part. I lost some footage. The second part, you know, I had camera set up, but all you seen was my, and I wanted really to see the crab and how we eat them. So I'm going to use a couple different parts from 3 different videos. All right, thanks for sticking around.
Our blue crabs before we cook them, and you can see they just stuck together. But anyhow, I'm just going to rip this back.
What the hell's he doing?
Each one of them. Once we do that, we peel this back part off the apron, get these lungs, which is called a dead man's fingers. We'll rip the facial parts off, and that crab right there, he's ready to be sprayed out. I know a lot of you guys like to eat what they call the mustard inside of the crab. And for the ones of you that don't eat it, yeah, there is people out there that they love this, but we don't. So guys, there's your 6 crabs. You seen how fast we did it.
And we are with our friends. We are not social distancing. And we just got some crabs, and we're going to show you how we do them. Apple cider vinegar, 1 beer, and if you need to add a little bit of water, we're going to let this come up to a boil first before we put the crabs in. Well, they're steaming. Let's go. And what you want at the bottom of a pot is probably about that much. You want enough water to steam them for probably about, in here it'll take about 25 minutes. What are you waiting for? Go, go, go. And get the water boiling real nice before we put the crabs in.
Oh, I know, it's in my eye.
It's your eye. And none of us, I think they just opened their first beer. So in Maryland, we leave the shells on and we steam them. And if there's good, nice inside when it comes to the mustard and everything, we eat it that way. Because as you go down south, I mean, some of them, you boil your crabs, but they actually steam them, but they took the shells off. We're putting a half a bushel of crabs in here. Here's a bushel of crabs. So we got a half a bushel of crabs. Fill this up, and it should take about maybe 25 minutes. So what we're looking for is for these their shells to turn nice and red. And we'll take them out, and then I'll go ahead and I'll show you how we eat them. I got nailed by one of these the other day. And he didn't play around, man. He just kind of just...
All right, here we go.
Oh, he got me.
Poor little thing.
So I think he got me again.
I would too if you want to rip my shell off.
It's being defensive.
We're not professionals at this.
It's in North Carolina.
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
No, look, I'm seeing what's wrong.
Pretty easy, man. He just like ripped that shell right off. There you go. All right, so he ripped the shell off like this. Got my finger. We might only just do one of these. All right, he actually cleaned the inside.
I don't get that. Okay. Oh, Lord.
Where's the seasoning, honey? All right, put him right there on top. Go ahead. Now, he probably won't. That's enough. It isn't like it's going to be bad. The real challenge is going to be for Oliver and his wife. I'm doing it like them guys in South Carolina. So that's J.O. #1 on there. I can't see this is going to be bad. You know what I mean? It's going to be delicious. J.O.'s good too. Well, they open face it. They take the top off and they eat it without the shell. They steam it. They don't eat the insides. They don't eat the mustard. They don't eat the good stuff.
I don't eat the mustard either. I don't like that.
That's because you're from PA.
No, I'm from Maryland. See?
All right, well, you were brought up wrong. Blame your parents for that.
My mom actually does eat some of the mustard. I just am not a fan. I think it has
Poop in it?
well, I know it's poop.
It ain't poop.
It's the digestive.
It tastes like a little poopy. No, it don't taste poopy.
I don't know what it is, but I don't like it.
All right, we'll make sure she's not in the film, in the video. All right. So we're sorry we jumped around a little bit. Now we're going to show you how we eat our crab. This is how we eat Maryland crab.
Number ones.
You feel right. So we steam them completely with the shells on.
And while it's unlikely for an adult shark to suddenly acquire a taste for people, a young shark
I usually take the claws. I'll save them for later.
can give it a try. A young shark is
All right.
exploring new options.
And what you can do is that you got some stuff up in here, nice mustard stuff.
Change the course of American history, inspiring the book and blockbuster.
Now we don't need that stuff. That's all your intestines and stuff.
Many people
Need that.
as terrifying man-eaters. But this kid,
Take the face off.
after a long time,
Dead man fingers off.
It's IPL 2K.
All right. Then a lot of times I will just take the claws off. See, that's the mustard. That's the good part. See, that's an intestine. We don't eat that. But right there, that's the good stuff. So what I want to do is
next Tuesday on National Geographic.
It's all still.
do that. It's a picture. It's going to be my thumbnail.
Say hello to the world again during the process.
You can give your middle fingers.
We have more IIHS top secret.
You bet. All right. Now, that's all meat right there, and there's the mustard right there.
Find your all-wheel drive Mazda CUV and get 0% APR for up to 60 months and no payments for 90.
I don't know, man. Maybe it just don't look good, but I'm telling you what, if steamed right, see, there's intestines. We won't eat that. But look at that lump.
Really, the only word for it is.
I mean, that's the best part, crab. We, you know, here in Maryland, we look for good mustard. All right, Oliver. Now, you're gonna make Stephanie do it, aren't you? You're gonna make Stephanie. You're gonna sit down here and videotape while Stephanie eats it. This is very delicious. All right, man. See you later.
See ya.
Have our crab in our pot. We have about 1 inch of water with that plate in it, and we're going to just steam them. And one thing that we're going to be using, my good friend Sam sent me to do this challenge. I'm sure you guys, especially if you're in Maryland, because that's where this is made, the J.O. #2 crab seasoning. I've never tried it before. I'm real eager to try it. And I'm just going to, do what I do. I'm just going to put a layer on it like if I was using other seasonings. So maybe you guys could tell me, am I putting too much? Or am I, not putting enough? I really don't know. But we like our foods spicy. So one of my good friends always tell us, when you think you got enough spice on crabs, add a little bit more. It always turns out better, and I believe it. So we got them steaming. We're going to set the timer for about, we like to steam my crabs about between 15 and 20 minutes, which I'm setting the timer for 18 minutes. So let me give this a little taste right here real quick. Ooh, got a little spice to it, a little bit of saltiness. Delicious. So guys, our timer just went off on our crabs, and I guess we're ready to eat. What you think, Steph?
Yes, we are. I'm a little nervous, but I guess we're ready. We're heating up some butter. Let me check on it. There, it's going back off.
And you got some butter?
That's always good with crabs, some melted butter.
So let's get these crabs plated, and let's eat some mustard. So guys, me and Stephanie, we ready to eat these crabs. We ready to see what this mustard tastes like. I mean, I've heard all this hype about it. I want to see what it's like. Stephanie, she's still a little bit, I can tell you're a little bit scared about what you're about to eat.
Yeah,
so we're going to kind of go through it together. Let's just flip the crab over, pull his apron up, and then just flip his back up. The shell right off of it. So,
nothing in there looks
if
good
that's
to
the
me.
mustard, I'm not eating it. I'm just gonna be honest about it. I can't do that.
That's the mustard in there? I'll eat that part that's in there.
What?
I think that's probably even it right here. And maybe a little bit on top right there. But there's a little bits of it down inside of it.
Sam, you got us on this one, buddy.
You got us stressing out over here. So I broke it in half, and there's a little bit of that stuff on it, and I'm not gonna take it off. Getting the thermostat squeezed out. This is the big clump inside the body. It's always a yummy clump. It's got a little tiny bit on it. I don't know that I'd be able to taste it really off of it, but I'm gonna dip it in some butter, so I'm probably not gonna taste much of it anyway. I think I can still see some down in the bottom of your plate, so I think that is what it is.
This right here looks a lot better than what I seen in the last crab that I opened up. So, you know, I'm willing to give this a try.
I still say the same thing. I think it's a very dense taste.
So, pretty sure that's the mustard. The mustard to me is like a very oceany type taste.
Yeah,
Seafoody type taste.
very strong seafood. It's not bad though. It's not terrible.
Are you gonna eat this big old claw?
Yes.
See what I go through, guys. So, guys, I mean, it's your choice. Eat crabs how you want to. The main thing about it is just being out on the water and getting out with your family, enjoying things. We all have different things that we love in life, and you know, we're not really trying to change anybody. We just want to eat them the way we eat them. You eat them the way you eat them, and that's good with us.